I mean, it just shuts down any chance of getting that blink initiation, which can be very helpful if that's what you've got up your sleeve. But a lot of the blinkers have been banned here. The Brewmaster's been picked up, obviously. Titan is out. Centaur's out. Sand King's still in the mix. They could go for that. We could see something aggressive again, like the Sand King. Shadow Demon picks, but they kind of relied... Well, I mean, they could still get the Invoker. It's always a possibility. On the other hand, Newbee. Getting rid of some of the early game threats. Getting rid of the Rubik's not so good so far. Maybe they've got something very specific they want to pick next.
10 seconds remaining.
That he could steal well against.
5
In fact,
seconds
Rubik for them would have been
remaining.
pretty good because it's easy stealing off Faceless Void. There's no way for him to protect his Chronosphere.
Reserve time.
The Lich being banned out, that can definitely stall some early farm quite badly. Especially a Lich with Void, as we saw earlier, is quite solid. Just a Lich making it very hard to get on top of that Void in the bottom lane, in the off lane. Just because he's keeping that creep equilibrium so well in their favour. Now, fourth ban here. Newbee right now, probably still looking for another support. Their mids most likely taking on the Broom. So they're looking for a core farmer, some kind of offlaner, and a support. And they will ban out the... Oh, wow. Okay, so DK.
Newbee's turn to pick.
Maybe it was a bluff. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe they were planning the Queen of Pain pick from the get-go because Skyreth Mage, really good against Queen of Pain. Also pretty good against the Faceless Void as well. Just it's kind of hard for him to get to use his ult to full effect if he's having a Mystic Flare dropped on his head while he's trying to do stuff in there. He's just like, leave me alone, I just want to hit somebody with my mace. And then Skyreth runs up, just throws Mystic Flare, and very frustrating. But Queen of Pain, of course, super vulnerable to getting hit by that silence. It cripples her, and then she gets hit by the silence and stomped by Sentinel or something. It just,
5 seconds
can't do a damn
remaining.
thing about it. I don't know how, they might actually go that late. They might actually pick... I think we're probably going to see some fairly aggressive supports come out now. So 2 really aggressive supports. Faceless Void in the off lane, and Morphling in the safe lane, and then Queen of Pain...
Team
take that
DK's
mid.
turn to pick.
And Newbee have grabbed up the Vengeful Spirit. This is a solid pick. If you're planning for some early push, early aggression, Vengeful Spirit definitely very solid. Should also mention that Death Prophet is still in here. She's not picked, not banned. So is Razor. Interesting that they've slipped through this far. So both teams have some very interesting decisions here. But both teams could really use a Death Prophet. Actually, no, I take that back. Not anymore. DK, they have too many cores. It's not going to work.
10 seconds remaining.
But Newbee could really still use the Death Prophet. If they don't pick it up next, they could definitely go for a ban. DK could go and ban it out because it works really nicely with the Vengeful Spirit. It's really good with the negative armor. And it's hard to pin her down, which has always got... Like, you can't just jump in and chrono her because Vengeful Spirit can swap her out. And of course, the Brewmaster as well, managing to slow people down, just cause havoc and make space for her and create space within the fight so she's got room to move about and just have the ghost bite people. But a puck is going to get picked up here by
10
Newbee.
seconds
Interesting.
remaining.
Okay, so we're going to see an early team fight here. They don't really have a core picked up yet, but they've got one
5
last pick for that.
seconds
They'll ban at the Batrider.
Newbee's turn to ban.
And right now, DK probably looking for a second, most likely looking for a second support. Shadow Demon, Bane, both solid bans here. I think we're probably going to see it go on either of them. See where they go with this one.
10 seconds remaining.
It will be actually a Lion. Yeah, I mean, Lion also pretty good,
turn to pick.
but it doesn't have the obvious synergy of working it with the Mirana for the early aggression. The level 1, no, it's going to be an Earthshaker. It doesn't...
Newbee's turn
A lot of people talk up the Earthshaker Mirana combo. It's good later, but early game, like as an early roaming combo to put pressure on it, it's not great. The level 1 Fissure is a really short duration on the stun, and take this from someone who's played like freaking 900 games of Mirana. It's hard to hit an arrow off the Fissure because the Fissure pushes people around, and just the duration on the low level, it's just very unlikely. Unless you're close, you're not going to hit it. It's very easy for them to dodge off it. But on the other hand, they do have a Void to set up in the later game arrows. And the Earthshaker does give them some really powerful team fight. We're going to keep... So, I mean, it's give and take. They won't have as much roaming early firepower on the roaming stage, but on the other hand, their team fight, if they get some early farm on this Earthshaker, is going to be monstrous. And I feel like they should probably actually prioritize farming the Earthshaker over the Mirana. She doesn't do a whole lot with items, whereas if you get that core Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, suddenly it becomes such a huge threat. So in this case, I feel like the 5-position Mirana is probably the best idea, in fact. But we'll see where they prioritize the farm. Anyway, I'll call out the players... Or I won't because Newbee didn't tag up and I have no idea who's who, so never mind. We'll jump over to DK. We've got XBG playing the Mirana, CTY on the Queen of Pain, Black playing the Faceless Void, obviously not Black, just different Black, Cold Snap on the Earthshaker, and Dreamy You on the Morphling. And I should also... I saw a picture of XBG. That guy is pretty intimidating. I looked at him. It's like, wow, that guy looks like a freaking Chinese, feudal Chinese warlord. He's got the full-on long hair with the Chinese beard. It's fantastic. I love it. Now Mirana. Where are we going to go with her? These lineups, I like the fighting lineup here from Newbee. They've definitely got, they can definitely push. If DK try to fight early, they can definitely cause some issues for them, but I don't think DK are going early. They've got the Void in their pocket for the late game. They've got Morphling who's going to be farming away. It's going to be really hard for them to get the upper hand in the late game with pretty much just a Luna. I mean, she's good and all, but she's not going to hold up against a Void. She gets chronoed, she's probably going to go down inside that. And her early game's going to be quite dangerous because she's pretty squishy early on. It's the downside of playing the hero. She definitely needs to bind she's going to have to bind those defensive items early, which is going to limit her early damage output to pretty much her ultimate. So we'll see whether or not they can manage it. And it's going to leave a lot of their defenses against the early aggression as well, timed around two big ults, the Brewmaster Split and the Eclipse. So this could be rough. Could be pretty rough for DK. I mean, for Newbee, rather. DK's lineup, I feel like it's got the easier execution for sure. Black, gonna sit in that bottom lane. Void just gonna sit here in this bottom lane. This is gonna be frustrating for him. The Panda is gonna have the upper hand here. So we're not expecting to get too farmed early. In fact, the Panda should be able to find an early blink there. This is sort of like, wow, this is like a freaking matchup from 2012. Puck solo mid versus a Queen of Pain solo mid. Don't get to see this often. Queen of Pain not as popular anymore. But here, Puck probably has the upper hand. He's got the better long-range harass, and he can dodge any kind of dagger harassment as well fairly easily with phase shift. Mirana just roaming around on the side there. So the pressure's going to come out. They have a lot of right-click damage. With the Lunar Aura and the Chilling Touch, they have a lot of right-click damage, but I don't know if it's enough here. Mirana does have the leap. She can just get out of this if necessary. No Lucent Beam just yet. Still only the right-clicks, and this could be trouble. She's blocked off there. Arrow comes out, is going to miss. Mirana's going to come in here. Needs to be careful. There's still no Lucent Beam. She's going to have to worry about the nukes there. And they probably actually could have chased it down because Vengeful Spirit was just going to wrap around and throw out another stun. But still, a good attempt there by Earthshaker to block that one off. And Mirana baiting that in and not throwing out the leap straight away. As now Twitch chat is calling me racist for not being able to tell the Chinese players apart. You guys give me freaking cancer. I'm half Asian, you assholes. Freaking my mother is Chinese Singaporean. Shut up. Anyway. Seriously, some of the stuff that comes through Twitch chat just gives me cancer. Straight up. I ain't even joking. I need to go for chemo tomorrow. Here we go. Bottom lane. Brewmaster. Oh man, he's just dominating this poor VOD. Meanwhile, top lane now. I'm going to find the first blood there. Oh no, it's in mid blood. Somehow DK managed to pick that one up. Meanwhile, top lane, they will bring in Luna. The Fissure block is enough to bring her down there.
Regeneration.
Mirana actually take a lot of damage. Will actually, no, doesn't actually disjoint. She does get hit there by the magic missile, but will get away safely. I'm surprised. How did the Puck go down? He must have overcommitted. It really should not have. He really. This CTY should not have been able to kill the Puck there. That's not really a kill that he should be able to get. Between phase shift and jaunt, and the fact that he should not be taking the harassment from the dagger, I am quite shocked that he got picked off. In fact, I'm surprised that CTY is even skilled dagger this early, just because it's practically useless against the phase shift. See Mirana roaming for a gank here. Can she find it? Void still getting dominated bottom lane. 10 and 5 versus 22 and 7. Oh man, there's not much you can do there though. And Mirana could actually be in trouble. Arrow's going to come through. Oh, well, look at that arrow! But there's no follow-up. He shot that arrow into the ethereal jaunt. What a shot. Just a shame there's no follow-up on that. And Mirana needed to be careful as well. There was a gank coming from the, or rotation from the rear. Ancient Apparition finds the double damage rune. They will get the bounty on Queen of Pain at the very least. god, that was such a freaking shot there from XBG. That was great. But it looks like Mirana will be getting prioritized as a support here. Actually, maybe not. Earthshake is still pretty poor as well. Looks like they might actually let Mirana get the boots first, just so she can roam a little bit more effectively. So you see Lucent Beam's been spammed. How's the top lane going? It's going alright. They have lost a killer. They have, of course, got a death there on the Luna. As we see Black actually in some trouble. Void's going to leap away. He's still in a lot of trouble though. Needs the backtracks to come forward. One backtrack. No, it's not enough. He got two backtracks. Wasn't enough though. Will get cleaned up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Struggling there though. There's not much he can do. Still 28 and 7. This is going to be a pretty fast blink dagger for Master, and he's also had the opportunity to pick up the arcane boost as well. That is a big buff. It's a big boost for him because he needs it quite badly. Stun comes out. No leap away just yet. Leap going to come just now. Leaps out. It's only level 1 though. And unfortunately it's very short range, so they could have actually pursued that if they wanted to. Luna is very speedy as well, and they will actually. Oh, Void has made a terrible error. Going into the trees, going to try and get it blocked in though, gets brought down. Lucent Beam to clean him up, along with the Brewmaster Fire Panda doing the damage as well. And Void making some errors. The level 1 leap is not enough to get clear from that. It's, especially if he gets clapped first. The slow after that is enough time for them to run him down, especially with the speed on Luna. And coming back into that fight was a terrible decision. Invisibility. See, XBG in some troubles. Lucent Beam as well as this magic missile. Nothing he can do. And of course, that turns Mirana. Her turn speed is like the worst in the game. She's a 0.4 turn speed. It's terrible. So you see him leap the wrong way because he literally has no time to turn the right way to leap. It's one of the more frustrating things about playing bottom. So unfortunately, useless leap there and just gets brought down. Does not have the chance to turn at all. And also Black, still trying to find his farm here with the Void. Not really succeeding. 18 and 10 at the 7-minute mark is not a good look at all. And actually an early Oov for Brewmaster, should have called that out as well. The early Oov is a nice little deviation in his build because it's just giving him that extra harassment and makes things just a little bit more difficult for Void to CS in the lane. As I've got chat asking, is this the first game? Yes, this is game number 1. DK versus Newbee, so do not fear if somebody loses here. Could well be a turnaround as we see the TP there from Venture Spirit coming in a little bit too late. The setup there from Mirana working out. Queen of Pain now going to dump her own wards. Palm off one to Mirana. She'll hand that one out. And uh-oh. This could be trouble. No wraparound there from Morphling. Decides to let it go. There is a Brewmaster and he doesn't have Primal Split though. Morphling just going for probably an... Well, no, if he was going to get the early ring, he would have got it by now. He's just sitting on this 1400 gold at the moment. And now Mirana could be in some trouble. Lucent Beam going to try and set this up. Leaps out though immediately. And no blink yet on the Brew to help follow up. Morphling just going to waveform down the creep wave. They're actually going to die for this, maybe. They don't have the ultimate though. Fissure comes out, going to catch two. A cut into the trees there from the Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower
and waveforms up. They should be able to back this off there as Queen of Pain does go down in the mid lane in the meantime, and they will lose the Luna as well. Comes on the rear side. The Fissure going to be enough to catch her, along with the arrow from Mirana setting that up. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain gets picked off in the mid. And in the end, DK coming out ahead slightly there. However, XBG is in some trouble. Leap, he's all he's got up. He should be able to get away though. Leaps away in time. No core being able to be deployed. There is mana for Puck though. He's got the Bounty Rune ready. No stun coming out from Vengeful Spirit. Doesn't decide to Magic Missile. Meanwhile, not great farm on DK's cores. They're not farming that well. They've come out of a lot of pressure. It's struggling a bit. And there is actually a lot of early right-click parity here. Newbee have a nice little combos. Uh-oh. Void maybe making a critical error. No, they don't go on him just yet. But between Chilling Touch, Vengeful Spirit's aura, and obviously Luna's aura as well, that's a lot of right-click damage. Right now, I just need them to get closer to... Well, Luna's actually gone to the bottom lane. She's just gone, oh, it's a free lane, get some farm there. But right now, yeah, she's not got great farm. None of the cores really have great farm. In fact, the only one who does have decent farm is Brewmaster, even that's not great. It's 48 CS at nearly 10 minutes. There's been a lot of fighting and aggression going on. They haven't had time. Anybody has had time to farm, actually. Morphling's only sitting on 33 CS. Void's on 38. At least he is catching up some ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See, Queen of Pain, though, also hasn't budged yet either from the mid lane. Still sitting there. No Dream Call from Puck, no mana, unfortunately. He could have sticked and gone for it. Now Chrono, though, getting it thrown in there. Stun comes out. A swap out from Vengeful. She's going to give her life away to save the Brewmaster there, and they will manage to walk away from that one.
And body.
Meanwhile, Queen of Pain comes top just to help pick up the kill, and there's a 600 gold swing in favour of DK again. So they're up to a 1,000 gold lead. They have lost Tower, though, which has put them a little bit more even toward Newbee. And Void trying to find his farm still. On the plus side, Void doesn't need too many items to become a threat. Just a Mask of Madness is something he does become a big threat. I am a little bit worried though. If he gets caught out by Luna, he can take a ton of damage. It's going to come down to whether or not he can chrono that Panda and the Luna. Luna to make sure that they don't get on top of him while he's trying to chrono. The Puck burst could also be an issue, but we'll find it. Puck also has an invis bottled up. Might be able to get a free kill there. Scream coming in, does a lot of damage, but no follow-up.
Silence.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
T1 top going out. DK still losing ground. They've pinged out this ward too.
Has fallen.
That one, oh, doesn't quite spot it. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, mid lane, some skirmishing being done. About to go down. In fact, Puck might be waiting for TP. Here it comes. Silence comes out. Dream Coil as well. Here comes Ancient Shaft. Will we have Cold Feet proc? Doesn't look like it. Blinks away. The silence wears off. Unfortunately, low levels of Waning Rift are kind of... Well, no, actually, no, it's a level 3. I'll take that back. That's actually... Yeah, no, it's a good build, actually. He's up against the Blinking. The double Blink heroes, or sort of pseudo-Blinks, if we count 3 actually, because we've got Mirana as well. The extra silence time, definitely a big deal in trying to shut them down, but it is only 3 seconds, so Queen of Pain having time to blink out of there. And Arrow comes in, clips Vengeful Spirit in the head, not the one she was after, but still can land some damage. Forge, oh, wait a minute, Scream of Pain as well. Magic Missile comes out, they will get the clap off as well. Blink Dagger comes in for the Brewmaster, and that's a double kill. Down goes Queen of Pain, down goes Mirana, and possibly a tier 1 as well, as the push is on. And they have so much right click here. Already up to 130 damage there. And now the Earthshaker as well. The right clicks are real. There they come. Earthshaker goes down. That's 3 down.
You mean to elude me?
Fight recap needs to update. No, it won't. But that's probably a 1,300 gold swing there in favor of Newbee there.
Middle tower is under attack.
Fortunately, they went on that, but the Blink Dagger caught them by surprise, and the clap was just so much damage. One of the problems, of course, Queen of Pain early game, and any support hero, really. Just squishy, squishy, squishy. Now they jump in. Chrono catches one. It is the one they want, at least. It is on the Luna. She's got an ult, though. Arrow, though. 5 seconds. Fissure as well. Down goes Luna. No chance to use Eclipse. And can they get a follow-up kill here? Leap. He's got the slow in 2 seconds. 1 second now. Here it comes. Slowing down 2. We've got a blink out, though, from Brewmaster. Decides he doesn't want a Thunderclap. Just get the hell out of there. And they will get a double kill in return. A 700 swing back there. But in the end... it's probably going okay. It's still fairly even. Although, actually, maybe not. Newbee now in some trouble. Arrow coming through. Not going to connect. He doesn't have split up. Fissure doesn't matter, though. He will wait for him over the top and clean up. So, an excellent result there for DK. They had a bad fight in mid. Didn't lose to tier 1, though, and immediately countered for 3 kills. See a Magic Missile come out, though. This might turn around yet again. Eclipse comes in. It's got no crit to bounce it, doing critical damage. Echo Slam comes down, trying to slow them down. They don't get a kill with Eclipse. This is a great turn here. Arrow comes out, completely whiffed. Oh, those point-blank arrows. Missing it there. Throws it the wrong way. I thought it was going to be a Starstorm. It wasn't. And they'll get a return kill there on the Mirana. Meanwhile, though, Queen of Pain does bring down Puck in the mid as a solo kill. And swap back there. We've got some trouble here for Morphling. Going to get picked up. Yes, the right clicks are enough, as well as Elusive Beam. And down goes Morphling. So, Newbee managing to preserve some of their lead and get it back on track. And they do feel like they do need a lead. Like, they can't really get away with going this late game, I feel, even or behind. That's not going to be a great look for them when they're up against... Uh-oh, though.
No.
Oh, crit time. Brewmaster spanks her in the butt there. Going to clean her up there with a crit. Brewmaster also angling. Maybe he can go again. He's got Primal Split in 10 seconds. Void, though, just backs up. Puck wasn't into the fray quite quick enough. Puck, though, still looking for that Blink Dagger. If he didn't get solo picked by the Queen of Pain, he'd pretty much have it as this tower goes down. So, unfortunately, that pick off from Queen of Pain going to cause some trouble. Arrow comes in, clips a creep. And now Mirana leaps, but it's too early, and he will not manage to disjoint that. It's probably going to kill him, actually. Fortunately, the disjoint needs to come after. The stun flies just leapt a little bit too quick. See the... what is that being dropped there? Just dropping the Arcane Boots to try and make the wand usage more efficient. Faceless Void. Still looking for that Mask of Madness.
Silence.
Puck, not trading hits here with Morphling. It's going to be rough for Morphling though as the game rolls on. If he gets hit by that Ice Blast, it's going to make keeping himself alive in the fight's really difficult. You see top lane, swap back there, down goes Earthshaker, Primal split now by Brewmaster. No follow-up though. The Queen of Pain's opting just to hide in the jungle, or hide in the trees at the moment. And she looks like she might go for this actually. If Newbee stick around, blinks forward, gonna get out the slow. Yes, it's on top of Luna. Luna though still fairly quick. Not even falling below 300 move speed for that. So they will defend the tier 2 eventually. Luna just TP's out and did go for the Midas first. And there we go. Blink Dagger picked up by the Puck. Here we go. I don't know about this. So she's going to try and go late game. But honestly, that's in DK's favor. At least she'll get to the late game pretty farm though. But DK kind of are happy going to the late game.
Ours.
I mean, they probably want to at this point because the freaking Void is so underfarmed. Now Puck got a haste rune. Void finds his Mask of Madness at the very least. It's up to 66 CS, but that's not great for the 15-minute mark. See the goal per minute. Their net worth still heavily in favor of Newbee. CTY should be okay. Unless he gets bashed a couple of times here, actually could be in trouble. Blinks away though. And get beaten up by dragons as well. And Puck still roaming around in the dire jungle looking for a pick-off. He has been spotted repeatedly by this ward though, so they know his movement's in there.
My thanks.
And now an earn heal there and a smoke up. DK getting aggressive. They want to pick off here. They really would like a pick off. They've got the Chronosphere up. They preferably like to get a double Chrono if possible. One person, maybe if it's on the Luna. If it's on the Luna, it's definitely a win. But if they could Chrono the Puck and get a pick off on him, slow down his next series of items would be really big. Same for the Brewmaster as well. Luna, though, playing Ring a Rosies. She has popped invisibility as well, so they're not going to find her. And she'll just rotate in the mid. Meanwhile, the gank is here. It's on top of Morphling. Morphling in some serious trouble. Cold Feet coming in. Oh, is the Vision going to come in? It will eventually save, but he loses the Earthshaker as well. Oh, DK. Terrible result for them. Luna gets the pick off on top of both the Earthshaker as well as the Morphling. It's not good at all. 1200 gold to swing there. Meanwhile, tier 1 Polygon going down. Maybe Chrono comes out. Arrow's already been committed. Swap there from Vengeful Spirit. Going to trade her own life, but it's worth it. Easily worth it. Saving the Brewmaster. And it's interestingly enough, he's going for a Scepter. This has definitely been falling in a favor as we're still actually CTY. Jesus. Still trading hits in there. She realizing this was a bad idea. Terrible decision was made. Miranda does not have a chance to ult. The other two will TP out at the very least, but Miranda does get cleaned up, and this is giving yet another kill over to Luna.
Silence.
Good save there by Vengeful Spirit. Lost her own life, but they basically traded a support for a support instead of losing a core. Ice Blast going top. It's just going to harass Void. Oh, no, it's mid. It's just going to harass mid a little bit. Brewmaster though, still working towards the Scepter. Like, this is definitely, most Brewmasters have been going for the early Vlads, early right click on, early BKB even. I feel like even an early Hex after the blink is better than going for the Scepter these days. It's just, especially when you know you're going late game, it's not good. The Brewlings they're balls late game, they're no good at all. And then yet, on the other hand, late game, if you blink and Hex the correct target, like you blink and Hex Void before he can Chrono, you've made a massive impact. You blink and split late game with Panda Split, it's like, you two, like, this literally, like Void or Morphling, like, two shot at the Pandas, just laugh at them, because they have no armor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still trying to find, in fact, still trying to find... I figure they actually would have maybe given him a bit more farm than he's getting. I guess he is struggling a lot though. You see but they're actually prioritizing Mirana's farm over the Ursha. I figure they would have prioritized him just to get in the Blink Dagger. That would have been a huge impactful item for them, for DK in the fights. Whereas Mirana, if she gets like a late Urn or a late like Drums, it's just doesn't do anything. But a Blink Dagger obviously on Earthshaker just dials the hero up to 11. It's such a huge deal. Like, his net worth is sub 1,000. When he drops these wards off, he loses net worth. He's got a 900 net worth at almost 20 minutes in. Oh man, at least he got the boots out. Jeez. Man, that's just not fun.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Void looking for a chrono. Could get a big one here. Lands a triple chrono. The ports are coming in. Unfortunately, porting inside the chrono. This could be a problem. A swap out. Arrow comes in. I don't know if it hit a creep or not, though, but the Echo Slam came in after that. Wolf Doors, massive damage. Down goes the Brewmaster. Vengeful Spirit very low as well. Trying to get it along with Luna. Luna trying to get cleared. Puck trying to get cleared. Oh, no. Down goes the Void. The Eclipse will take her out, but she will trade for a kill. They're taking her on life with her. As now the Radiant Courier in combat, actually. Need to be careful there. Arrow going to come through. I don't think it hit anything. Now Puck gonna jump in there, throws at the sun, stun there on top of the Morphling. Wave of Terror misses. Puck jumping out of there with the Ethereal Jaw. CTY though on the pursuit. Will jump forward. He's got the slowdown. Jumps forward. Scream comes out. Whiffs. But we'll just click him down there with the right clicks. And unfortunately, I think that unfortunately for Newbee, I think that favored DK. And any bad fight that Newbee make is going to be crippling towards the late game because they do not want to go super late. Wow, CTY almost got me an Ice Blast there. That actually, with the Magic Missile, that could have been a very dead CTY. Fortunately, blinking out of that before he got into serious trouble, and now the turnaround coming. Meanwhile, Gold Swing, 5k in Newbee's favour. At the very least, they're still holding the lead, but they probably want a bigger one because Void is gradually marching towards a BKB. And of course, Morphling, he's going towards a BKB as well, actually, which I think is definitely the right choice. They're up against a Luna. Why not? A lot of the damage output during this mid-game is going to be magical based. Unfortunately, DK, a large portion of DK's defense is dependent on these Chronospheres. And Newbee kind of gave him a freebie there. Like, they bunched up S3. Probably shouldn't do that. They can avoid bunching like that. I mean, they did have a ward here, so maybe they felt safe. They didn't expect the Chrono to come from the rear. But still, should have split up a bit more. Well, mid lane. No, it's bottom. Never mind. Not going to hit anything, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But yes, the defense that's mounted by DK largely depend on the Chronos, and when it's down, basically, well, it was up, but they just used the pick off Luna instead. The tier 2 is drop top. We'll get a pick off, but at the same time, they lose a tier 2, and at this point in time, losing these towers is probably going to hurt quite a lot as well. Bit of counter warding being done there. Just get rid of vision in the jungle. Brewmaster. Blink. Nope, doesn't find anybody. Meanwhile, bottom lane actually. Wow, Puck solo killed again. The Orchid now in Queen of Pain coming out there, catching him by surprise. And she also has 2,000 gold now, 2,300 gold in the bank as well. We'll see what she goes for next. I mean, she could even justify getting an early BKB, to be dead honest. Up against the Brewmaster, the Vengeful Spirit, the Ice Blast, the Eclipse, Lucent Beams, the Puck even. Easily could justify getting an early BKB.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Hello? Mid lane. XPG is in so much trouble. Point Blank Arrow again missing. I actually don't blame them. Point Blank Arrows are actually the most irritating ones to try and hit. Because your opponent sees you turn and make the cast animation. He knows you're trying to do something. So so we come back to that though. Queen of Pain actually going to be maybe not actually able to solve because Eclipse comes out. Queen of Pain says, holy crap. Runs for her life. Gonna try and TP out. Catch his side for a second and then manage to get away. But yeah, if you're at point blank with someone and Mirana makes the cast animation, people will dodge instinctively. Like they try and get out of point blank with Mirana regardless because you're either going to get hit by the arrow, which right now, actually, even if you land it, does not that much damage, but it's still annoying. You either get hit by the arrow, or worse, you get double Starstormed, and that freaking hurts. But I say this, but DK have actually gone for a